This is part 2 of I Suck at Rigging. I'm going to continue the process of rigging this character in this character that we talked about earlier. Come on, we just want to look at her. We just want to look at you. Rigging this character in After Effects with Duik tools. What I want to do is just start from scratch. I don't care, I'm just gonna start from scratch. Import file, outside worker. Import as footage, import as retain layer sizes. Editable layer styles, let's try this one. 3/4 view, pieces. Here we go. Okay. So, from what we learned on the last episode, we learned that we need to have, let's look at this thing. Just like some little, I guess I should have read this, some null objects or something like that. So what I want to do is right click, new, null object, and thankfully we have a beautiful null number 1. I love seeing null number 1. I hate it when you keep doing that. New, null, and you get a null number 2, and then over here in your solids you end up with null number 568 or whatever. So I'm going to try to use this one as much as I can for as many things as I can and not mess it up too much, I would say. A null for Duik. It's our little gift to him. And this, I'm going to say, I'll keep going here. I'm going to make this smaller. Okay. So we learned that we need to use 2 of these, or at least one of them for the heel and the other one for up here. And I think this will make our process a hell of a lot easier. So I am going to focus on one leg at a time. We can even go right back to the one we worked on. Oh no, looks like it wants us to do the left leg. Okay, so we want to have a heel. Actually, let's duplicate this. We're going to have one that's just like whatever, our default arbitrary guy. Does that make sense? We can always go and duplicate this and move it to where we need it to be and then rename it. So this and left leg. I found out if you press X, whatever you have selected will go to the top of your stack, which is kind of useful. It doesn't work too great, but sometimes it is. So we have 1, 2, and these are going to be, this is outside worker, and what did we say before? This is the left leg, screen left. It's also the way that it's been named on here. Left leg, heel. Great. Now I'm gonna open this, Control C, exit it. Open this. Tiptoe. Great. Alright, we're already doing way better than we were doing before. I don't know if this grid is distracting. I'll turn that off. Hopefully it wasn't annoying on the last episode. I do think it was smart to have kind of decide on a line that goes through the middle of the leg, and unfortunately, I'm going to base it mostly off of where the heel is. And these are, everything I do is just a guess. I have no idea what's going to work. Whoops, what the hell? What the hell is moving this? Okay, view. Don't snap. You lock that. Okay, let's see if this works now. Oh, maybe it's because this wasn't even selected. Yep, I think that's why. Knee. The heel. So we roll off the heel, but we're gonna put this on the ankle. And then halfway on the foot. This is where I have no idea really. This will be an experiment again. And based on how it looks, we'll know if it works or not. So I'm gonna just snap this really quickly so we can reference that for the other leg if this works. If it doesn't work, then we'll totally start from scratch or use a different method. So now step 2 is to come in here and rename all these little things. So outside worker, left leg, thigh. Oops. Control C to copy it. This is outside worker, knee. This is outside worker, left leg, foot. Control V, outside worker, left leg, toes. Okay. I'm happy with that. And we're going to get, click here, the bones. So one thing that's annoying, you'll see what happened, is that it made a new null for every single one of these bones. And I think that's okay. I have no idea. Personally, for me, I hate it when I have thousands of solids or hundreds of solids, as we will end up with on this character. But thankfully, we're going to have these things, and thankfully they're going to end up aligned, very similar. This is a back leg, and everything looks like it's working. Kind of wish that it didn't have all that stuff, but okay. And then the only thing we should have to do is flip this. Control K for composition, and I'm just gonna make this 0, 10. Just make it shorter. Our toe looks like it's working. Let's just try the foot roll. Oh, that looks great. That looks great. So we're just gonna get this up here out of the way. Oh, schnacks. Oh, schnacks. And we'll put this to 0. Actually, I'm gonna try to just do hold keyframes. On this, there's these are like the interpolation of After Effects or whatever. So there's like default. I think this might be rove across time, ease in, ease out, ease on both sides, auto Bezier, and snapping. So I just want to do snapping for now, just so we can be done and get through this crap faster. Okay, and you will see that the bones it created to get all this stuff going. The bones it created, it added them onto a shy layer. Anyways, just press shy to get rid of some of this stuff. And you can put some of these things on shy too. oops, shy, and also turn them off. There we go. So now we kind of have like a cleaner interface. To be weird, not to be weird. Let's put this frame in front, and then this frame goes behind. Well, and then let's do a halfway frame where it's like bent down and rotating. Okay, so this could almost bring up an interesting opportunity to talk about if we need to like take this back leg and do a... I think you should keep drawing it the way you're drawing it, but we can perhaps darken it a little bit. No, that's not a good idea. A ramp. And then you CC composite on top. And you do a multiply. We do a swap. And then we do a select on this ramp thing. I mean, we could do something like this, sort of. Just so it's a slightly different color. But it like fades into what she would be doing. Oh well, but we can play with that later. I think we're already off to a much better start than our previous video. Don't mind saying that if I do. So we made some objects. Okay, and then we also decided that we would just copy this thing. But I didn't copy it right there. Alright, we're gonna take this guy and we're gonna focus on the other leg, the right leg. Solo. I'm gonna hide that junk that we don't need right now. And pretty much really what's gonna happen is that everything is gonna be hidden except for these little controller pieces that get made. I would like to have some different options for the controller. This might be it. I'm gonna try a null on this one. Null solid. Animation, interactive. Oh. No, we don't want that then. Breaking. Okay, so I switched this to null. I don't know if we can switch this one to null after the fact. I might have to go and redo that whole leg, but I'll just keep trucking forward. I really liked how that other one turned out, so maybe I should turn it on, but I think I'll just, yeah, we'll just rig for what we have each time. And we've got this great little thing because it looked like it worked just fine. And we are going to select on here. I don't think you need to move this point anymore. I'm going to slide this over. Put this here. I'm gonna put these here. Turn these off for now. Here. Right in between these little creases. Right at this heel bone thingy-majiggy. Oh, right at the base of this little... It's almost like in the halfway point. Okay, great. And now, what do we have to do? Rename. So I'm really hoping that this isn't too annoying, but nope, didn't work. We're gonna have a right leg thigh. Control C. I'm gonna come here, open this up, Control V. Knee. I'm gonna click on here. Heel. Toes. Okay. Oh, darn it. Sorry. Thigh. Toe tips. Is that what it was? Tiptoes. My short-term memory. Yep, tiptoe. And ding dong 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 dun 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 dun. Boo 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 boo. So this is a little weird. I closed it and reopened it. Oh, foot. Oh, I called it heel. Cancel. Or should it be called ankle? Foot. That's fine. E. Okay, so here we've got this thing, which I don't know if this is more useful or not. I feel like the shape controller layers are really clunky looking, if that makes sense. Like this, there's a lot of visual noise going on with this. But there's probably some benefits to using it. Undo. Okay. Well, we'll try the new thing. We'll try the new thing. But now, look at this now. We've got two little feetsies. Two little feetsies. 1, 2, 3, 4. Those other nulls must be automatically hidden or something like that. What? Oh. So some of the things that got hidden must have been soloed. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Turn off this crap. Where we will put our person. She's going to defy the laws of physics. She's very good at the splits, particularly at the knees. We just checked this and we should be fixed. Part of me is wondering if we even need this little piece right here. Oh, we probably do. Okay, part of me is wondering if we should shade it. But look at this, we've already got this little weirdo rigged mostly. Right click on toggle hold. Nope, that's not what I want. I just want full on hold keyframes. There we go. So here on this one, I think I want to go a little extreme with it. So there's like a weird white border on here. I'm not sure what that's from. But we've got this. She like curl up into a little fetal pose and go to sleep. She's a side sleeper. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know. Don't listen to me. The leg, I guess I put these leg joints too high. But I don't think her legs are ever going to go this high. Does this hip go behind the right leg? No. It does not. Oh, I should just undo it, then it's a layer change. Okay, great. That's pretty darn good. Let's move on to trying an arm. So, inside of this auto rig, full character, front arm, this is what we had before, where it's mostly the same. Heel back contact palm. Heel back contact palm. Shoulder? Do we want to have a shoulder in there? She's not going to do much. She's just like going to be holding pretty much a phone and have to do this. Phone up. Okay. For some reason when this menu's up, it makes me feel like I can't navigate in here, but I still can. Ba ba ba, river dancing, I'm river dancing, I'm river dancing. This like looks dingy. I'm gonna turn this off. I'm river dancing, I'm river dancing. I think this is a great start, great, great, great. Okie dokie. Okie pokey. So hopefully we'll just have little rigs up here. All right, so our arm. I don't think we're gonna have the null objects for the hands. I think we're just doing like this bone and this bone. Your arm and your forearm. So let's try it now. Say 1, 2. Now, does this go all the way down or in the middle somewhere? In the middle somewhere, let's do. Okay. Oh, you know what I should do? Yep. Save, that's right. Character test. Outside worker. Character test. So we've got left arm. Outside worker, left arm, arm. Is that right? Oops. Wrist. I wish I had wrist, so I'm gonna say hand, just so it finds it automatically. All right, this is again a test. I should file save, and then we can reopen that file if I screw it up. Bones. We got our 3 bones. We're gonna highlight these 3 bones. We're gonna remove all. We're gonna cancel. I wish there was like a refresh button inside of that. Hit OK. That wrinkle position turned out like really perfect, it looks like. Okay, so this is good to me. But we will be... These hands, they might be a little bit too long. I think some of that was coming from trying to make sure that it was connected properly. But I'm going to just link the hand to the... Whoops. I'm not sure where my parenting bar went. There we go. Link the hand to the left arm hand. Okay, so let me get this PR. And like potentially this hand would be in a subcomp or a pre-comp where we would change the time index to be a different hand shape, and it could like step through them, sort of. But I'm not worried about that right now. We might have to modify her torso to get that chunk that feels like it's missing back in there. She's checking her breath. Gross. Oops. I want to. Yes, we know. Now I suck at keyboard shortcuts. That should be a topic. No, really, I use them all the time. Yeah, I think we're gonna need a piece of like her side, like here, right there. But other than that, like, that's the first and only problem I'm seeing wrong. So maybe like I don't have my tablet hooked up to this computer right now, but ow, it would be something like brush. Make this big, and I'm gonna do this all on a new layer. Well, first I'll do this to do her back. And then something like this, where it would go through. And that, I think, would fix this problem on this side. And I can do that on my end. What else do we have going on here that we might run into? This is great. I love how you separated the head and stuff. So After Effects. So we're gonna skip this torso and probably the neck spine rigging for now, just because we can, if we make that art change fix, we can go back in and just rig this for like final animation, because I think it's working pretty darn well. I'm not gonna say anything because I don't think her legs are never gonna go this high, and I do like what the shadows are doing, but I think maybe instead of drawing them straight across next time, I just want to check myself before I wreck myself. I think if we can like define some of the shape of the leg in the contour, if we can define some of the contour of the leg in the shading, that might help us cut steps out of effort. But this is working just fine for me. Yeah, this is really perfect. Okay, so now we've got this other arm. Okay, so I'm gonna start a Google Doc, I think, actually. Let's see here. Yes, close Facebook. I have a hate relationship with Facebook. Cancel iDrive. Oh, whoops. This is my character animation, whatever, Chrome thing. Union Pacific. Right click in here, a new file, new Google Doc. Well, we'll have that there. XYZ. I don't really say XYZ that much, but I'm starting to. Seems like it works. So from here, I really should have C. Bring it into a Google Doc. This is left leg. These are left arm. And then I'll fill in more information on like the points and stuff and what they are and the nulls and everything. But I just want to have these for reference, especially when building the other side. Just so the rig is not different all over the place. That would be really, really frustrating to me. And I don't want to frustrate anybody. So I'm going to turn these off, make these shy. And that means that when this is on, so ideally, the only thing you're going to be able to see are these controller rigs and then some extra things, which is really, really good to keep it clean and safe. Clean and safe, clean and simple. Oh, you do have multiple hands in here already. Shit. You're brilliant. Alright, we'll do a little left hand. We could like open up these hands like claws or something. This is perfect. This is perfect. Sorry, I didn't even notice that detail. But right arm, right hand. I'm gonna do this one. This phone looks good too. This is the phone hand, I think. Alright, so cross-reference this image. Zoom it down. Okay, we're going to clicky here. Off the screen. I'm going to clicky here. Clicky at the just above. No, I think I'm going to click this one on the wrinkle. Alright, this one we'll see what happens because the arm's not straight, like there's a definitive curve to it because we wanted to be able to see it on the other side of the character. But I think it'll be okay. Alright, right arm. Now we open up our mesh and we come into deform and we'll do the puppets. Ah, darn it. Some weird noises going on today. OWLA, hand, elbow, arm. Right arm, hand, elbow, arm. Arm. Oops. Control C. Elbow. Hand. Okay, and then we click on this, and we come into here, we click on bones, we get our bones set up, and then we select our bones, and we do our auto rig, and we do front leg, and we get this, and I'm gonna uncheck these things, solo, undo this. Turn these off. Turn off this. Turn off this. Turn off this. Yep, there's a lot of turning things on and off with this method, but oh shit. It's alright. Since we know the exact point that we got the hands, we can go and get them right back attached to it. Whoops, whatever. Alrighty, so that's great for now. And we can go forward in time. And this is where we'll have one awkward frame, but then we're gonna try to get her to talk on the phone. And I'm just gonna do this. I should probably be doing opacities or something like that. Look at that. We've kind of got an animation going-ish. So maybe she shouldn't be smelling her breath right here. We know that you can do it. This is where her hands can be worried too. Oh, this one. Hello, I'm talking on the phone. Ah, shit. Okay, so these came in without any shoulder rigging, like control points. But I think that's okay. I think that's okay. Yeah, it'll be okay for this. I'm not gonna worry about it. Hello? We probably already have the other thing in here. Okie dokie, left hand worried. So yeah, these would probably end up in a pre-comp, and I'll have to do some research on how hard it is to set up a index file where we can change a slider or something and then it'll snap to the other poses. But if it's just 2 poses, I'm fine like shifting them like this. This is getting to be awesome. I'm gonna go ahead and make all these the same thing. There you snap. Oops. Yep, okay. I'm gonna stop this video now because I think we've gotten what we need out of this. And then we'll get the artwork modified, and then we will do the spine rigging and then attaching everything to like one center of gravity, and then getting the face kind of set up, and then we'll probably stop that video, and then we'll do one more video where we like do a loose walk cycle or something like that. So I will come here, and we're just gonna put this little crazy thing on and see that she's somewhat articulated, and we can just, you know, remember. But maybe I don't suck as bad anymore.